Hello YouTube! Welcome back to another Denver Entertainment video. Now, for those of you who are paying attention to what's happening in our schools, you may have noticed that there is a mild trend that kids these days, for whatever reason, have gotten crazier. That schools have gotten crazier. And since I have been substitute teaching for the last 2 years, I have had some personal experience with this. So today, I'm going to be sharing some of the craziest and also the most wholesome experiences and stories that I've had as a substitute teacher over the last couple of years. So first, a little description of what I actually do. Now, being a sub is nice and all because I get to make my own schedule, I get to meet lots of new people, it's a new experience every day. As I have done literally everything under the sun as a substitute teacher. I've taught art classes, I've taught CPR courses for high schoolers, I have taught personal finance, I've done kindergarten, I've done every grade. I have taught math and science. I've done special education. I've taught students whose first language isn't English. I've had band classes that have 50 students in them, and I work one-on-one with students. Now personally, one of the biggest obstacles that I have found with teaching students today is technology. That might seem like a no-brainer, but there's a lot of unique circumstances that I've encountered. Sure, there's phones, but I have had a kid bring a literal PlayStation into class in his backpack, trying to play Fortnite or something. I kid you not, this actually happened. On that note, many of the kiddos nowadays have been consumed by brain rots. I can't tell you how many times I've heard about Skibbity Toilet, or Riz, or Fortnite in the classes I teach. And that makes it impossible to get kids to learn, man. I'm out here trying to teach long division, and the kids are just coming up to me and saying they're gonna steal my aura. That happened once. I still don't really know what that means, to be honest. But I've had kids say that I'm not Sigma. I've had kids say that I am Sigma. I've had a kid say I look like the chill guy meme. So one interesting thing that I've found too with substituting is that a lot of subs actually are more older or middle-aged folk. So when me, a 22-year-old dude, shows up, it kind of throws things off a little bit. So I've actually been mistaken for a high schooler once, which is crazy to me. I'm a college graduate. I'm in my 20s. How do I look like a high schooler? I even had students think that I was the teacher's son, which wouldn't really make much sense to begin with. On the flip side, though, I have also been asked by students if I was married and had kids. Now, with that being said, sometimes that leads to some wholesome moments, though, because since I am Gen Z, and most of the students who I'm teaching are only like 10 years younger than me, we can't relate on some things. One time, me and this one kid had like an hour-long discussion about Call of Duty Zombies during a recess. So the other thing about subbing is that since I'm at a different school every day is different. One time I went to a high school in a resource room, and we literally just watched Pixar movies the entire day. And in other days, it's a complete madhouse the entire time, and I'm having to break up fights between third graders. Third graders, man! Or have to take a kid to the nurse's office. Or stop kids from sticking their fingers in pencil sharpeners. There's some wild things that happen. Ultimately, one of the biggest drawbacks, or hurdles to being a sub, though, is that the students just don't respect you the same as they do their traditional teacher. So there's always going to be the ones that try and get away with things, or say that, oh no, the teacher always lets us out 5 minutes early. No, the teacher always lets us be on our phones. Yeah, sure, right. More often than not, a lot of the students are actually pretty chill, and honestly, it's the kindergartners that are the nicest. I even had a little kid draw me a Spinosaurus once. That touched my heart. And there was another student who drew this for me. It's supposed to be a rabbit, I think. I don't know, man. He was like 6. We'll give him an A for effort. The only downside of working with younger kids is that when you're dealing with kindergartners, they're about 3 foot tall, maybe, about that, which is the perfect height for a groin shot, which has happened twice. Even with that and all the chaos, I still enjoy what I do. I get a lot of appreciation from other teachers and school staff, because there is a need for subs. It's an important job, more often than not. So at the end of the day, I think I enjoy my job. Alright, well, I think that is going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed this content, please comment down below, subscribe, leave a like, do all that fun stuff. I really appreciate it very much. So thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.